Sorry, guys. Let's see if anybody stayed up long enough. Gonna wait a few minutes. For those that replay this, like listen from the beginning, I wait for people to hop in to sort of get the conversation flowing, but most people we've been doing it 1:30ish and almost 2:30. People might have just gave up on me and went to sleep, which I understand. But I do not feel well today. Um, I still wanted to come on and uh, not break my streak. I'm gonna push. Oh wait, let me push mute on that. So I have my chat on. Um, yep, but I feel like crap. First, it started out as a headache, and I don't know. Right now, I'm getting more weakness too. Like I don't know what's going on. It doesn't feel like a flu or anything. I don't feel like congested or anything like that. I just feel like it's everything but the congestion right now. Like I'm really feeling like blah, like I don't know if I have a fever, but it feels like I have like the little. I feel like I have the chills or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like crap. So just gonna wait and see if anybody comes in and starts chatting. I'll do my little introduction, like, hey everyone, welcome to the chat. I hope you guys jump in and join the conversation. Hi to all my silent viewers. I understand you not being able to chat. I hope one day you'll feel comfortable enough to join in, but if not, I still appreciate you listening and liking and supporting my channel. Hey, Desi. She said, oh my god, I made it. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else that actually read the few chapters, they might have fell asleep because I came on a little bit late today because I have a headache and now I just feel like very just weak and stuff, like getting the chills a little bit. So um we'll see if the few other people that were reading the book jump in so we could talk about it a little bit because I still read the two chapters. Um but like I said, people are used to me. Well, they were used to me coming in at two, but the last few nights has been one, so I don't know if everybody gave up about me because I came on a little bit later than two even. But we'll see. Usually it takes a good 10-15 minutes for the people that you low on iron. That's how I feel daily. Not that I know of. Um, I don't think so. Hi, is it Godzilla? I believe. I don't think it's an iron thing. I think it's just a little bug I caught or something. But I don't know. The weakness I've been feeling off and on for a couple of weeks was just kind of scary, and now with the headache and stuff, if it keeps on increasing, I'm gonna have to get my blood work done and see what's going on because this might be a new level of something I've been ignoring, or it could just be a little bug that's gonna pass. Hopefully, that's what I'm helping. Yeah, thank you. But hopefully I didn't miss everybody. Hopefully I didn't fall asleep because these chapters, um, the book's not that great to remember stuff. So it's like I read it. I don't want to have to read it over again. So I'm hoping the girlies come in tonight. But they, like I said, they could have fell asleep. But yeah, I haven't had a headache and I don't get headaches frequently. So a headache that lasts all day and is still going on, that's kind of different for me. So I definitely won't ignore that if it doesn't go away within a few days. Hey, Winter Moon. Sorry I'm late. Was figuring out finances and calculating, not fun. No, I definitely, I understand. I was on later today too. Right now I'm just waiting to see who comes in, who's awake. But yeah, figuring out finances and calculating is definitely not fun. When I get all my bills over with and paid for, I'm like, oh, this is what I have left. And then it usually goes to, food. Yeah, they're night owls, but they might have thought that I wasn't gonna make it tonight. So we'll see. The only ones that I know are reading the book so far are Sweetums and Jessie Lynn, but I know Jessie Lynn. I don't know if she's gonna make it in because there was some family emergency or something. Did the book get any better? I definitely I think the scenes that we're looking for in the book got better. I still don't like some of the verbiage that they use and stuff, but um they're just very short scenes, and some of them are even like, you know how when you read a book and you have to learn like the backgrounds, like the education of the people, like what they do for work and stuff like that. Having to learn that over and over again for each chapter sort of sucks. Like it's like you really don't care about any background. And because it is, I don't know if this is going to be the whole book, but because it is, the writers are African American, they do go into some stuff that sort of make you, especially me being that, it sort of makes you depressed, like because they speak on some stuff, and then it's like, well, so you're sort of depressed, and then they go get down, and then it's like by the time they get down, you're like, dang, you don't feel up to even reading it because this it's shocking to one story. That's why I said I hope Sweetums hops in because she knows how to word stuff way better than me because I know that chapter 3 was for me it hurt my soul. Like that's not even you're not supposed to feel that way with erotica books, at least from what I know. So yeah, it's kind of disturbing. I don't know why they did it this way. I don't know how they thought this was okay for these books. Like either the first one just totally sucked. That's why it was so funny because it was so stupid. But the other ones put in some like realness of life and stuff. I don't know how they would be in the mood. That's what I'm saying. Especially the third chapter. The woman's. I believe it's from Africa, and if you think about it, what women had to suffer, that still have to suffer. The horrible thing they do to women. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Where they take something from them. That's what that one, a woman that had that done to her. And I'm like, how am I supposed to read something and feel okay? That made me feel so fucked up. That's not like I don't understand how they thought this book was okay. Um, but yeah, so it's not even a laughing thing in the number 3. Number 2 is not really that bad. It's just they don't finish the scenes out. I don't think. At least I'm having a brown. Oh, hey, Susan Lee, I'm having a brownie without ice cream or milk. How dare you, Susan? What good is the brownie then? Unless a sad face. Unless it's a edible brownie. Well, what good is a brownie without especially ice cream? Um, Speaking of dry as fuck, yeah, that would be. Oh shit, that would be dry as fuck. Oh yeah, what's her name? Gina with her dry. She would be like dry. Come on. Well, Gina usually is always late anyway. I think only one time she'd been someone on time. Hopefully they come in. Come on. But I really want to hear Sweetum's opinion on these chapters. And we do have to, even though chat GBT like certain substitute words I could use if I did try to read it, and they seem worse than what they have in the book. I don't like. I don't know if you guys, if it's only me. Yes, Gina is always late. I don't know if it's only me, but I've never been able to use the word. I'll just spell it instead of say it. But if they use, damn it, can I even spell it? Oh my God, what? Oh, okay. If they use COCK, right? If I heard somebody use that with me, I would be like, you're not my type. I don't like that word, first of all. That word's not enticing to me whatsoever. So they use that word a lot in the book, right? You know what the substitute chat GBT said? They said to use rod. I did not see my. I told Sweetums. I said I did. I will not use the word. Yeah, cockadoodle doo. I will never. I remember dating people, and when they used that word, I'm like, oh yeah, good night and good night forever, because you're not gonna see me again. But to use rod, I damn sure am not gonna use either of those words. Um. Uh. Yes, they use that word. That's what I'm saying. It's not just so. It's not just me, right? They use the cockadoodle doo word. Chat GBT said to use rod instead of cockadoodle doo. I don't understand it, so it's not just me. Rode the rod. Yeah. Why? I'm trying to think. Why the fuck did they use that word anyway? Now that I think about it, but they did. I know I read it. But let me see. Let me go on my Instagram and see if Sweetums responded. I know. I think if Sweetums was up, she would be on by now. Let me tell you guys these uh Instagram. Come on, Instagram. Let me find it. So some of the words that Chat GBT had to replace the words. Hold on a second. I'm still trying to get over. He ate a bran muffin for breakfast. Had it been me, I've been having trouble cutting muffin. No wonder she left him. Yeah, like this is. I don't under even the way that they described like how people dress and stuff. Um, and then everybody's always sweaty from the weather. If you're sweaty from the weather, I'm so and I've never been one. I know there's people that don't care, but if I was ever sweaty from the weather, and I would want to take a shower before I did that. I'm sorry, but everybody's getting all sweaty, and like, come on, you get sweaty during, that's different. I can't get with the chat GBT. I don't know if I would like it. I don't do it. That's why Sweetums um does it for me, because I won't do it. I'm against it in a way. It has helped, the conversation stuff, but I won't do it personally myself. So Sweetums doesn't anyway, so she'll just jump on and ask the questions. Oh my gosh, listen to these words, so you guys. All right. Um, so I mean, I would say desire, lust, sensual. We don't need to hear that stuff, but like, um, let me go to the female anatomy, right? So the P word, of course, right? They say use bloom. Like, imagine using bloom. Would people get that? I want it if somebody said that. For, I think I could say this word because I'm not using it in any bad way, but for slit, they said use opening. And then for the C word that rhymes with slit, that I will not say, um, I would say myself, I think I would say coochie. I don't think they could say anything about that. But I wouldn't, even if I read coochie in an erotica book, that's gonna be like, what the fuck are we immature here? I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's just me. Is Punani okay? I'm gonna write a story using Punani. I would use that. I don't know, but yeah. So for the C word that rhymes with slit, right? You guys know what I mean. It says use button. What the fuck? I'm not using button. So yeah, with the third chapter has a well, I'll use button now just so you guys know what I mean. The third chapter in the book has a female that's an African female that is missing her button. And I'm not gonna read that and be like, oh, this is so great and stuff. That's horrible. Magic button. As if I've seen that. Yeah, no thank you. So for inner lips, it says use folds. Come on. If they use inner lips in it, I don't know. That might be something they would use. I think I would say that, but I would. And then for outer lips, use petals. G spot, I would say, but it says for G spot, use sweet spot. And then for Gina, better bring the chipples. I know they got to get in here. Oh my goodness. I hope they don't. I push my way on when I'm sick as shit. I hope they come on here. That whip, I was cracking up all fucking night and day over the damn chipples, man. That shit was just and like I said, that's just gonna stay. Ain't no way we're gonna let chipples die down. But it says for wetness, use dew. Like, come on, they're no help with this. So that's the female anatomy. Um, the male anatomy, like they say, gentle, non-clinical terms or whatever. So the male anatomy, if they use the D word, use stem. Come on. If they use the C word, use rod. If they use shaft, I would say shaft. But if they use shaft, use column. Come on. This is horrible. And then if they use head, use tip, which is, I would use those words. Oh my gosh, if they use balls, I would say balls. But if they use balls, use the damn word that I never know how to say, the sphere, which I can't say right, but the SPHERES word, that's very hard to say. Use that, which I'll never use because I never use it because I can't say it. But then if they use sack, use pouch. And if they use the you know what word, use spark. You guys use spark for that word. Use spark basically for nut. I think I would say nut. I don't know if that's, but use spark. And then he sparked. I can just imagine that. Oh my gosh. The man's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna spark. What the fuck, Chat GBT? And then for the sack use pouch, like, oh no. Oh my gosh. Well, that hopefully that won't be in there. I'm wondering what context was the C word used for though. Now that I gotta go back and look probably. Um. So, oh my gosh. Okay, for anything for bodily interactions, um, it says, um, did you? Yeah. Did you taste my spark? First of all, if a man said that to me, I would ever be tasting their spark again. You dumb. I would be like, what the fuck you? Oh my god, that's horrible. So this is. Oh hey Gina, we gotta make you a name for the late one. Oh, she said hello, my fellow chipples. Oh my gosh. Gina, right now I'm just going over the words that Sweden sent me to replace what are in the book, which are more horrible than what are originally in the book that Chat GBT said. Okay, so this one is bodily interaction. So for rubbing bodies, say close brush. Oh my gosh. So they were in a close brush? No, thank you. People be like, what's wrong with this woman? What is she reading? Um for pressing, I guess, pressing the parts together, it says leaning near, grind leaning near, so leaning near, pressing together, leaning near. That's just um I don't get that one at all. And then for, am I reading? No, that is right. So then for grinding, which I think I would say grinding. I mean, it says swaying close. And then for sexual heat, it says simmer. That one's probably the only one that's not bad. But come on, for that spark stuff really got me. Like, what the heck? And then the rod. So it's like, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I don't know. But yeah, those are the replacements, and I don't see any of those that I would use. Yeah, swaying close sounds like someone drunk. It sure enough doesn't sound like it should be in a book of erotica. So that was no help. That was like Gina and her chipples. Like those were like I'm gonna be reading something and just bust out laughing. Um it's gonna suck. Um but yeah, this book really puts you through the emotions of it's not the way it's supposed to. It doesn't. So far, it hasn't done the scene that But I don't even want to talk about it till see if Sweden's comes. I don't want to like. If we're talking about a book, I gotta talk to She's the only one that read it so far. So um, but I might have to go into it if she doesn't come in by like the 30 mark or something. Uh. Because once, like, I read these chapters close to the time that I was gonna get on, so that I could remember it, because my memory's not that good, and that these are forgettable chapters. So, but yeah, in the book, it's just very nothing that anybody's wearing. If when they're saying it or something, when you're picturing it, it doesn't put you in no type of mood, and then, like I said, having some of the stories. Um, most of it touch on subjects that shouldn't, I can understand with if somebody's writing, especially as African American, I could understand that you want to write about certain aspects of life and stuff, but it doesn't belong in an erotica book. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Well, the little I heard sounds like the replacement words are just making the story more corny. Exactly, and I'll just be cracking up and not reading anything. Hey, the book is very entertaining thus far. It is. It has me cracking up, and I haven't ever even read it. It is, but when, like I said, especially that third chapter when when you find out the woman is missing, that it's like, whoa, that for me that hurt my heart, and it wasn't. And that scene, I think, would have been a good scene if that aspect wasn't on there. So it was like this, but I get it, but it's also like this is a erotica book. You're not talking about there's a place for that, and this isn't the place for that. So I never thought I would be like triggered or just every feeling so type of emotion off of trying to read a book to feel some type of good way, not some type of bad way. And then, like I said, always learning the education or whatever all over again. And not everybody is successful in like going to school and have all these degrees, and so if they're going to do every story like that, that's not reality. Your prestige fuckers, like your prestige, oh well, good for you. Like if they make every story like that, it makes you not follow along with the characters. That part is sad as fuck. It really is. It really threw me off. I don't even know why they would go down that road in the book like that. That's why I said this book is. I wouldn't like. I couldn't recommend it. And I'm only on chapter. I already read 3 chapters. Why don't we just change this from erotica to comedy? Oh, for real. But I can't with the third story because it's too sad for me. Wait, the story was the third chapter had a woman from Africa, and I don't know how to say it in a way, but you know how they do some women in Africa, so they won't have sensation or whatever. I don't know if you know, Gina. So I don't. That's horrible. Oh no, Sweetums. This is the first night Sweetums. She probably set her alarm for 1, and then she said last time she had a sandwich when I was on late, but she might have fell asleep. But yeah, that one that has that in it, that's probably most um the most interesting, besides that aspect of it. I think that story, was better than, like, it wasn't as boring as the other two. But like I said, because they had that there, I'm just like, there's no way I'm gonna get in the mood if I know this and then the woman has it, and no, there's no way. I just can't. I want to read to see if I'm gonna read the back of this book. Susan, did you choke on your dry brownie? And I mean, you're not saying I don't hear you saying anything. Uh, not fell. Yeah, that's what the third chapter is about. Well, just a woman that that has that, and I can't. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I get why they sort of did stuff in a certain way, but it doesn't say that on the book. Like, you're gonna always. I think it's black women empowerment in a way, but um, not everybody is going to be able to be like um sort of like you want to feel like you're one of the characters or something that they're talking about sometimes, and it's like especially if you aren't like college educated, if you don't have all this, you're gonna feel like, okay, yeah, it doesn't make you fit in at all. And like I said, not every a black woman has that lifestyle. Not every black woman is talking about that and talking about how successful they are or how successful the other person is. And you know I don't know, for me it's like, come on now, get real. Everybody's not walking around successful as fuck. That just doesn't happen. um let's see. uh no, it was the chewy brownie mix. I wanted to make a Berkey, but too tired to make a cookie dough and go to the store. The lasagna itself took me out. I can't wait to be over this year. Yeah. Oh, so you made the. Oh, I love chewy brownies. I don't like hard brownies. I like the chewy ones. How people like the crispy outside and stuff. I'm always going for the middle part. Everybody baking. My sister baked the other day, and I'm like, well, what the heck? I want a cookie. She didn't give me no cookie. I used to bake all the time. I can't stand it now. I stopped baking like in my 20s. Um. All right. You think I should just go into the book or wait a little while to see if Sweetums Hop's on here? You guys let me know. Well, we could do the what I wanted to introduce to the chat, and anyway, where if everybody puts in three emojis that describes how their day is or went, and then if you guys want to tell us about it, so just three emojis that describes your day. Let me see. Hey, give me some more emojis. Mm, um, sounds like the third chapter was a miss in what this book. It was the third chapter was. If it didn't have that aspect to it, the third chapter was the hottest. If I'm going to call it anything, the third chapter. But like I said, I was too destroyed by what happened to the woman to feel anything because it was just like, what the hell? But that was out of the three, that was the best. I still could write much better than these people, like as far as imagination goes. And I mean, I like the crunchy corners. Oh, do you? I know you would be getting my crunchy corners, but I can't take it. I will take all the pieces of the brownie. Yes, you you would, Gina. I'm stuck home. My mind as well. Um, Okay, Desi, it's the smiley face, the smiley love face, and then the Um, I don't know if you wanted to explain what the that means. Mine is the always going to be the pain, like oh my god, because I'm always in pain. Then mine is the frustration, like what the fuck is this book? And then mine is the shock of how dare they put that thing in there, and I'm still in shock. Like it really put me in shock. Gina's still thinking. Gina, come get some lasagna too, and I'll be having it all week. You made lasagna for the whole week? I don't like lasagna with mozzarella cheese. I know you probably got some ricotta up in there. Susan's is, oh, the bandit's head and, uh, basically the sick. Wait, what's the last one? Tired. Winter Moon is the dog, the peach, and the sunflower. So I know Winter Moon is because of her dog, and she probably did. You have some peach, in your juice today? Because I know you juice. And then the sunflower, I don't know. Gina's is game over. Uh, wait a minute. I don't know what that last one is. You gotta explain that. Um, Susan Downs, you mean? Oh, it's a mango. So you had mango juice. Oh, you use cottage cheese. Is it originally used for cottage cheese or ricotta? I thought it was ricotta. My day was lovely with my babies, and I had an interesting conversation with someone. And seeing certain things has me like, oh, okay. No, we ate mango. Oh, you ate the mango together? You and your dog ate the mango together? And then the sunflower's just something maybe you saw? Um, Dogs can eat mango? Well, I'm sure dogs can eat a lot of stuff. I don't know. Um, yeah, what's it called? Yeah, we should. Oh, and you like sunflowers. Okay. Gina, you gotta explain yours. Regarding my emojis, it is number one, I'm over winter already. Same girl, same. And I didn't even go outside yet. Two, I need to be cozy with some hot chocolate. So, did you guys see the new peppermint marshmallows? I wonder if those are good. They're little, they're mini peppermint marshmallows. But would they go good with hot chocolate? I don't think so. What would peppermint marshmallows go good with? Oh, over winter is bad. That bad there where I live. Winter is one of the worst places to be. And I know with Gina too. Like when you're closer to like lakes and the Canadian border and all that stuff, you're fucked during the winter. There's no. It's bad. Yeah. Boy, I said where I live, we have like the storm chasers come and chase the storms. But it says we're getting rain, so maybe it's either gonna make everything icy as fuck and make everything worse. Our temperature is 12 right now, 12 degrees. So it says we're gonna be getting 1 inch of rain. Um, no, it's -1 outside for you. Dang, already that's really bad. Hot chocolate and peppermint sounds good. See, I don't love mint chocolate. I think mint chocolate is blasphemy and shouldn't be a thing at all. So I don't know what I like peppermint though. So I don't know if I'll just get them just to taste them. I probably will because I can't resist marshmallows and just not put them in anything. I'm probably gonna be tasting those pickles tonight, Susan, that you told me to buy. Well, that you recommended. Um, I couldn't find them, but I found peppermint whipped cream to put in my hot chocolate, and it was yummy. So you like chocolate mint candy too, I guess. Um, I don't know if I'll find it. I know I saw it somewhere, and I was like, oh, I gotta find that, but I don't know. Yeah, it's bad. Winter's not good. We had one of the not last year's. Last year's winter was okay. It still would have been considered bad for most people, but it was good for where we are. But the winter before that, we had the worst winter storm in history in America. So I don't know if it was America or the world, but we had the worst storm to date 2 years ago. Uh, I warned you I'm gonna be fussy all winter. I'm ready for March. You don't gotta warn me. I'm gonna be fussy too. I don't even think March is safe. We've had horrible storms after March too. I'm more safe when it gets to June. For June, you don't question if you're gonna get a winter storm or something. Wait, what comes before June? January, February, March, April, May. Okay, so Mayish. I feel like that's safe because we've had storms after very close to like spring. Um, I love with whipped cream just spout to my mouth, not on anything straight to the pie hole. Wait, I love whipped cream just I don't spout to mouth, not on anything straight to the pie hole. Oh, not put on anything. Okay. I don't really like whipped cream that much. I like Cool Whip. I don't mind whipped cream, but I'd rather have Cool Whip. Okay, I think Sweden's not gonna come in. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you want me to just put off talking about the book until tomorrow, where I could hopefully come in at a time where Sweetums is up, or do you want me to try to? I pretty much discussed the second book. I mean, the second chapter in the book was just a very basic, like two women meet up and get it on, and then it's over. Like, but it was very just like basic. It wasn't anything. There wasn't anything in it that even is worth. I don't know if you guys want me to try to like read a little bit of it and skip over a lot of words or what, but like I said, the third one was would have been the best, but with that tidbit in there, that just fucked me up. I always think about what women have to go through still in Africa, and it is horrifying. Uh, Winter, that is the only way I eat whipped cream too. Oh yeah, it's because it seems like when you put it on something, it just melts right away. Who wants that? I'm cool with that sticks around. I actually like the honking. It was funny, yeah, but for me, I won't be able to like read, and then I'll be like reading, then I'll pause, then a honk. That's not gonna go good if I'm reading something. I can see if it was already recorded, and then I could put that in there over it. But to do it live, it's not gonna really work. My headache is going away a little bit, which is good. I hope this just passes. I can't even get out of the house, you guys. I don't have a porch. Oh, there's Sweetums. Sweetums, I was just about to give up on you. She said, "Who night owl screams like a dog?" Oh my gosh, not the screams like a dove. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Sweetums. We all did our three emojis. Do you want to do yours? Um, it's okay. I didn't come on until what, almost 2:30, because I'm not feeling well. So I was like, oh, do I even want to do this? But I hopped on anyway. Hey, Salty. Gina, you're gonna get a nickname for I don't know. We're gonna call you Tardy. Tardy to the party. Remember that crap? Tardy, don't be tardy to the party. Oh my gosh, that song was so embarrassing. Um, and I was late like always. It's only 10 p.m. for me. Yeah, it feels like 10 p.m. for me too because of how my sleep schedule is. But I was just like I said, the headache made me crash for a little tiny bit, and then when I woke up from the nap, I felt really, really bad. So it's getting a little bit better now. Hopefully, it keeps on going. I'm trying to chug this water down. That's so funny. Yeah, that was really, even for what's her name, Candy Burris. Isn't she the one that basically wrote some of it and backed it up? It's like, girl, what's wrong with you? Um. All right, Sweetums emoji is the cat because my niece brought her kitty to the vet, but he's okay. Oh, that's good. A cake because Irene's birthday, yeah, and sleepy for right now. Oh, you're sleepy. I'm debating if I should get a snack. Get a snack, Gina. Sweetums, if you want to give your thoughts on what the heck these two chapters were about, I basically said some things I don't especially about the chapter 3 where I was traumatized reading it because of what people have to go through, like that shouldn't be in a book, really, not in this book. But I don't know. So chapter 2, I said chapter 3 was the like hottest scene out of the three of them, but that aspect of it fucked me up. Um Good, oh Gina, I need to get off this tofurkey. I'm hooked. It's so bad. How you stop? Oh my gosh, not Winter Moon. Stuck on tofurkey. Um, when it comes to snack, the only answer is just. I was also cracking up because I'm like, let me find my light, and all you guys were like, those are snack wrappers. I'm like, damn it! I was trying to be quiet. I was trying to be quiet, digging through my snack bin to get this damn light, and all you guys were like, I hear those snack wrappers. I was like, oh shit. I should have just said, I'm digging through my snack bin. I don't know why I put the light at the bottom of it. Uh, what's it called? Oh, I talked to my niece today. She said her mom stopped by the house and wondered why there were pictures of me everywhere but none of her. Wow, she didn't have none of her own mom up, and I would ask the same question, but that's fucked up. Her mom must not be she must not think her mom's that great. I didn't read the chapters. Oh, sorry, I didn't understand how much we had to read every day. Oh, so you didn't even read any of them. Okay, well, we could talk about it tomorrow. I just read chapters, we already read chapter 1. I just read chapters 2 and 3. So, since I already know 2 is going to be very simple and we probably won't talk about it very much, well, would you be able to read chapters 2, 3, and 4 so I could at least have an extra chapter to talk about? Because 2 is going to be like, and they're all still very short and simple, but 3 got me because of certain aspects. Sweetums is the one that sent me the list, Susan. She sent me the list on Instagram from ChatGPT, and I told her, I don't know if she read it. I told her, I said, I am not using that word rod especially, but spark, oh my gosh, no. Yeah, so we'll just be able to talk about it more tomorrow. Um, but because I'm really interested to your take, especially on chapter 3. Tell me again what you thought about the list. That shit. Sweetums, what did you think about that list? Um, well, her mom is my sibling, so, well, Sweetums, would you use any of those words on that list in real life? The substitutions? Most of even the words they were substituting I wouldn't use, but would you use, like, hey, give me that raw? Hey, give me that rod. I want to make you spark. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, I just couldn't. Um, yeah, but you said, well, her mom, yeah, I know you, she doesn't sound like a pleasant person, so I was just saying she really must not be that pleasant if her daughter doesn't have many pictures of her up towards her daughter, too, so that just shows what an all around person she is. That's not good. Sweetums, the list was giving, I don't know what it was giving, I know, but we were cracking up. Um, Yeah, I really feel like just making a fake story, which I might do just off of those words, playing off of those words so we could crack the hell up. I gotta do something off of this stuff. But I just, like I said, I never knew I would be so disturbed and feeling, stuff off of a dang erotica book. Those are the words they use in Lady Chatterley's. What the heck is that? That's a book? Lady Chatterley's lover? What the heck? Really? I just wonder if people use those words in real life. You know? They have to, because it has to be more common, too. And then I'm really trying to think of where did they use the cock-a-doodle-doo word. Why would it be in a lesbian book? But I already forgot. Maybe we can all write a paragraph, a short story, and share each of ours. Maybe that's a silly winter moon idea. Oh, that would be funny, but I don't know how. Unless Winter Moon, I'm not Winter Moon, unless Sweden wants to copy and paste the lovely list of male and female parts, then we could do that. That's an old timey book. Oh, it's a real book. So they only took so they didn't take like words commonly used. They just took all those words from one book. Instead of climax, they use the word crisis. What's wrong with what? How is that a Did they use crisis differently back then? Or is that how it was looked at? Sweden said, "Let me get the list." I think I'm going to use one of those words with one of my friends. Another chat, she always wants sway, aka grind. Yeah, I would. I want to see how these words come. Really, how people take them. Um, Sweetums, no fucking way. Yeah, like for real. How is climax a crisis? Maybe for some, I don't know. No, it was ChatGPT. They just gave me random words. Oh, okay. It was delicate wording for back then, but a crisis isn't delicate. If I heard somebody say that, I'd be like, what? Bro, I don't know. I think I would run. I wonder. Well, yeah, because you think about old stories. If the old stories are true, I was wondering if women cared about, doing that back in the day, getting theirs basically. But some stories, like I said, I don't know if it's really fact, especially if you go off of um, American Horror Story. Did you guys ever watch? Hey, Larry, welcome in. And American Horror Stories, did you guys ever watch the what was it? The circus? Was it circus or what's the other name for it? The Freak Show, I think it was called. Um, can we just do a high school pitch peep for any words instead of a very theatrical way? But the Freak Show, did you guys or the Carnival, whichever one, if you guys saw that one, they had a person that had what do they call it? Dang, I forgot. They're like lobster hands or whatever. That's not the technical term, but that I think was used. And he had the deformed hands, and he would literally get paid off of going. And women would stand in line so they could basically, climax off his hand. I think that was true, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to go and search that, but I don't do that. Unless they were just lying, I thought that was true. Well, not lying, but just doing it for the show. I tried watching American Horror Stories season one, but when the old maid lady brought herself to Christ, I was like, season one is the best American Horror Story to me. Um, I haven't even watched, I think, the last two or three because it just, when you try to put 100 different things in history in one show, it gets too confusing unless you know all of them. And even when you know all of them, it still gets confusing. They have an OG Freak Show in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. They still do have it. I like Evan Peters. Yeah, he's good. He's a good actor. Um, what the fuck did I stumble across? You're always coming, Larry. I'm sorry, but we just talk about some shit out in the open. That's just how I am. So you're gonna be surprised all the time, probably. I don't know why I'm so like that, but I am. That's just, especially at night. I'm shy usually during the day and stuff, but at night I'm different. Around my people. Now, if people aren't my people, I don't think I would be that way. But it is how I am naturally. Um, season one scared the crap out of me. Season two was really grotesque. Yeah, but yeah, it's still like I said. The first few season was good. I wish it didn't turn so crappy. And then whatever season Kim Kardashian and I wouldn't watch at all. And I still, even when they put Lady Gaga in the hotel one, that made me mad because I don't think she could act either. And that show that Kim Kardashian's in now, whatever the new show is, I will not watch it. It looks like such a good show, but because she's one of the main characters, I'm like, the show's already ruined. Except male is a dirty word to you, Larry. uh, Larry, it is one below today. You really got winter fast with the. Well, 12 isn't too good either, especially if it's going to rain. So I want to see the full forecast. Oh, I was saying, they done removed our porch without saying anything, and they're still not building it. Do they think we're supposed to go all winter without a fucking porch? And the back door or the side door, that's where I fell coming in here in the first place. Because like the step going in the house, there's supposed to be at least one or two steps leading up to that step, and there's not. So it's just one huge thing you got to step on and step off of, which I can't. I use a walker, so I can't do that. So I'm literally trapped in the house. If something happens with my health or whatever, I'm literally trapped. My anxiety's really bad now because we literally have no fucking porch. I'm like, how are we gonna get the mail? All that stuff. I don't know if I doubt they moved the mailboxes, but who decides to hire people to work on the porch in winter and then they just take the porch and never come back? Like, I know I'm gonna probably have to call the city or something to see if that's even legal because I don't think it is. And you know a disabled person lives in the house and you're gonna just take the fucking porch away? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, it stays like in the 30s for the next couple of days. And goes down to the low digits at night. Um, I read there was like three polar vortex. Yeah, they are. They're in anything that does those come here too. So, hey, Diane Husted, that's wild. Yeah, I can't believe it. I don't understand. And then I don't think my daughter understands that I'm literally stuck in the house because they could do that step. That step's the one that put me in the hospital. She doesn't understand the literal lesson. When I tried the step, I went in the hospital because I fell. There's no railing, there's no anything. So I had to hop up this huge step, and in the middle of the hop, my body just went plop, and I hit the ground. And I had to go to the hospital, and they almost put me in a nursing home. So you can't think when that happened, she was so destroyed with it that it happened. But she thinks I could just do it willy nilly now. Like, we gotta get this dude to get this porch on before there's just a whole bunch of snow and they're not gonna be able to build it. Like, what the fuck? How do you just take a porch? I don't get it. Um, let's see. Your house is the same way. What? It doesn't have a porch? But we had a porch before. I can understand people that don't have porches. They just have like steps or whatever. We've had a porch. They just took it away. There's no steps or nothing in the front. Um, they are endangering you. But it's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I can't stand the Canadian air either. Winter, yeah, I was lazy today, so I made something homemade. Chicken quesadillas. Now I'm regretting it because I'm fucking starving now. You know you're gonna go make something else to eat, Larry. Too bad you're not a lawyer. You could have sued so many people over a lifetime. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you're wishing for March. I have steps and I also have a walker. Yeah, I know even for steps it would be hard. But there's no steps where the porch is. The porch is literally gone, so it's just, I don't even know what it looks like. But you can't even use the front house now. So unless they move the mailboxes, I don't know how. I'm sure they're holding our mail. And the back doesn't have it's missing a step, so it's just a huge. I just hope it changes before something happens, because I literally can't leave the house if I wanted to. Um, but yes, steps definitely suck when you're using a walker because I have to use a cane and the railing to go down when we did have a porch. This, if I used a cane, there's no railing, so it doesn't help. I would just fall on my face. Gina, you sure you don't have polar bears where you're from, man? It's cold this fuck over there. Uh, Larry make an egg sandwich with some mayo. It's delicious. I like egg sandwiches. I never tried them with mayo. That's something to try too. Susan, I know you're saying, "Oh, is it really delicious, Susan?" Or you just saying that to gross them out, Susan. Not you do first sweet ones, now you with the mayonnaise. Come on now, give me a break. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I gotta try that. Uh, isn't there a law about making buildings wheelchair accessible? Only if you, only if the home is literally handicapped accessible, then there'll be different laws. But not moving into just a regular house you're renting, no. Larry, you should see the lake. It cracks like a jigsaw puzzle. I know that is so scary to me. Anytime they have that on the news for me, I do not watch that stuff. I hate it. I don't want to ever be near a lake again. No huge lake, nothing. I don't want to do it. I want to get away from the Canada with their fucking Arctic ass air. Like, Egg sandwiches with mayo and tomatoes are so good. Gina, I ain't going to lie. I've never seen a frozen lake before. And I've always wanted to see one, but no thank you. My big ass might fall through the ice. And you know what? Stupid people always go out on the ice. And I used to go on the ice in a creek because if the creek ice breaks, you're not going under. If the creek's like maybe, well, at least I'm not going under. If the creek's 4 foot or 5 foot or whatever, I'll have some advantage if I go in. Going in a lake when it's frozen, and some people can't wait till the lake freezes. They risk it. So the news always says the lake, the ice is too soft. Don't walk on the lake. You don't got to tell me not to walk on no damn lake. I wouldn't be doing it. I don't care how frozen that shit seems. I don't get it. I don't get how people could wait until it freezes and they drive their trucks out there and all that stuff and they do ice fishing. And hell no. People are crazy. Susan just made Larry throw up with some mayo. It's delicious. Add any kind of meat or just over easy egg. Okay. I'm trying to think meat. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you can. I just never thought of like just straight mayo. Please, people, stop the cap. No more mayo. And like I said, it took me into my 20s to like mayo when my taste buds changed. I'm glad it did because it's like at least I like a little bit of something. Are you guys gonna be trying the Grinch Happy Meal? I'm scared to try it because I just know because I have to do it through Uber Eats. I just know they're gonna just not put shit in there and that I'm gonna be charged for it. And there's nothing I can do. Um, Gina, give him some chipples. Oh my gosh. Do you know people still out there jogging along the lake crazy? I know. Damn, y'all take my appetite talking about me. Well, there's this old movie called The Omen. I remember The Omen about Satan's kids and he trapped some guy underneath the frozen lake. Oh, I don't remember that part, but I watched The Omen a couple of times. In my memory, just oh, you said it scared me. Yeah, that probably scared the hell out of me too. What is chipples? Oh, does anybody want to explain what chipples is? Do not put the mayo with the egg sandwich. I repeat, do not put the mayo with the egg sandwich. Why? It sounds good. Y'all would rather freeze for so many months rather than be somewhere tropical like Hawaii because we have occasional hurricane. No, I don't want to be here like that, but I've no. But yeah, I would rather live. If I had to choose, I would rather live in winter crap than hurricanes because hurricanes seem worse. Besides the couple of winter storms that I went through here, I think hurricanes are worse. And you guys, no, that's scary. And then there's not. It's also you said a occasional hurricane and tsunami. First of all, a tsunami, no, and what's it called too? Volcano eruption too. You got. I walked to my friend's house on a frozen lake when I was 14. So stupid. Yeah, no way, no way. Oh yeah, let's ask that question. What is the stupidest thing you did at any age, really? That was like sort of life threatening in a way. I know for me, I did a lot of stuff like, always hung with a bunch of criminals and stuff, but do you guys know what a trestle is? I walked across a high ass trestle when I was 17 with my friends to like cut across town. And it was supposed to be a trestle where a train didn't come across or whatever. So we crossed it. It was scary as hell because it was really high up and whatever. And I'm telling you, this thing was long. I don't know how long it was, but it was long as fuck. So we finally get across it, but when we were crossing, it was daylight, and by the time we got to the middle of it, it turned dark. And then this dumb hoe that we were walking with, there was like 5 or 6 of us. This chick that we were walking with screamed and said, "I'm night blind." So we were in the middle of a trestle at fucking night, and this hoe's night blind, so she can't see shit. And we didn't know she was night blind. First of all, we didn't know it would take so long to get across the damn trestle. And it was so damn scary. My sister was down on her knees, holding on to the metal parts to make sure there was no train coming. Because like I said, it was supposed to be like no trains cross this shit. So anyway, we're halfway across, and the dumb hoe says, "I'm night blind," and I didn't even know what the fuck night blind was. And then she's like, "I can't see." And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So she had to hold on to me while we're walking across this raggedy ass trestle. It was so scary. Then we finally get across right, and we're like, "Oh yeah, this is a quicker way across town." So we went and tried to do it again within like a week or whatever. Right when we were starting a fucking train, unless it was a ghost train, a fucking train went across there. Right when we were gonna start, it didn't make any sense at all. So I don't know if that was a ghost train or the trestle, was train still went across it. I never was able to find that out because it was like when I was 17, you didn't have Google or anything like that. But yeah, that would have been fucked up if we were on that trestle, and then we would have died if that train came. Let's see. Uh, it's fun watching the unboxing, but I wouldn't get the Grinch meals. Yeah, I don't like chicken nuggets either. But I'm curious about how the fries would be. If I knew it was gonna get to me, I would do it. But I don't want missing stuff, and I paid all that money. Gina, that's the real meaning of walking on thin ice. Yeah, for real. Thank God I'm in Florida. I walked back into the Chipples talk. Yeah, I don't like McDonald's or Burger King, but the socks are cute. I really think the socks are cute, but I don't wear socks, number one, and my feet are too big for those socks. So I know I don't want to try to, and they're too long. I would feel suffocated. I like short ankle socks. Um, Anyone have a Candy King where they live? They're opening one here in NYC. It's the Swedish candy company. I don't think we have any here. What? Swedish candy is getting that popular? I have some Swedish candy to taste, but I haven't been able to do that yet. Larry, I told my mom when I get older, she looked like she would have whooped. Wait, Larry, I told my mom when I. Oh, about the walking on the lake. Yeah, that was crazy, Tina. That was crazy. You wouldn't get my butt out on the frozen lake, you for real. I would still deal too with the winter crazy, huh? You would still do it? You're saying? You would still walk on a lake, you're saying? Oh my god. OMG. Wait, it jumped up. Here goes the chat jumping up again. OMG. I mean, you're brave for that. I was stupid for that. Uh, Larry's still wondering what is Chipples, y'all. Anybody gonna tell him? Um, I just Google a trestle and I want to even. That's what. Oh my gosh. That's what I said. When you're a teenager, I don't know what's wrong with our brains, man. I checked Candy King and we don't have one. Uh, and then to know what night blindness is when you're in the middle of that, I'm like, girl. And I let her take my shoulder and hand and stuff. Nobody else was willing to. She probably would have fell off that thing. And I didn't even know her like that, so she's lucky. Uh, Larry, if my parents had found out what I did back then, I would have still been walking funny. That was just when I did everything, like, because I didn't live with my parents or anything. It was like I was between housing, so I was just going crazy. That's nightmare stuff, Desi. uh, Sweetums, I have a sugar store near our house. Curious about the new one. Any stores I've ever been, especially Philly, they're always expensive as hell. Candy stores here too. Uh, Trader Joe's has pickle seasoning. It's the same thing. If it tastes like all the pickle stuff I've tasted, it's gonna be gross. Because any pickle stuff I tasted so far has been disgusting. But we don't have a Trader Joe here. Uh, Sweet, especially with my short legs. Yeah, I didn't even think about that because those big old gaps in between. Oh my gosh, that was so scary. What was one? One of the scariest things I ever did. I couldn't believe my brain still said, "Oh, this is a short way to get across town just to be a fast ass and drink." Like just to go do that with these grown ass men. I'm risking my life. Hell no. Orville Redenbacher, however it's spelled, had a pickle popcorn seasoning. I didn't care for it. Yeah, I've tried like the dill cashews and certain flavor stuff, and I don't like it. I lived in Florida my whole life, and I probably lived through 6 hurricanes total. So it's not that bad if you're not in the hurricane's path. Um, let's see. I gotta catch up with stuff, you guys. I don't know. Well, I guess it lost it when I was telling my story. Larry, you were just thinking how stupid that was. Yeah. Larry, y'all def had more hurricanes than we do. You've only been through 2, Susan? Oh, that's not bad. When I lived in Virginia, we had a whole bunch of warnings, and like I said, even when I lived in Florida, but that was just too much. In Virginia, it's more tornadoes, but there are a few hurricane warnings that I've been through, and I only both those places I didn't live there for long, and there was still a lot of weather going on that I hated. Yeah, I'm scared of thunderstorms, even though you guys, I'm terrified of storms. Susan, I had some Orville microwave popcorn earlier. Hey, Chantel, welcome in again. Gina, any flavoring powder? Candy stores are expensive for sure. Susan, remember I'm 45 and I've only lived through 6 of them. That's not too many either. But like I said, what if it just all wipes everything you own away? I miss candy, so I bought some Chalk Zero. Susan, where are you from? Gina, I had popcorn for lunch. Uh, Larry, you're a youngin'. He's not much different from us, our age. Somebody's a youngin'. It's dill pickle season. I put it on tuna salad. Oh, okay. I'd rather just eat a pickle with tuna. Ooh, Diane, popcorn for lunch? Were you still hungry? I know I would have been. I don't even eat lunch though. All right, I think am I caught up now? Nobody else told their stupid while they were teenager stories. Susan, wait a minute, you guys get earthquakes and tsunami. uh, we're all open to if a tsunami hits though, and an earthquake in a way. Right, that's a lot of hurricanes to live through. Should know that important. Okay, I'm gonna jump. The only natural disaster we get are blizzards. Yeah, yeah, Gina. I've been through way more than two. Uh, and I haven't even lived here my whole life. I've only lived here for 20 years, and I've been through. I don't even know. It's been for more than that. Williams, I have all comments. I don't know why I don't know where. This is always messing with her. Um, you sleep through her earthquakes there? Wow. We get little ones here, like the remnants of something else, and I always feel that. Am I missing some of Diane's stuff, or somebody else just can't see Diane again? I have a fear of heights, and when we went to the coast, they would make fun of me because I wouldn't walk out on the pier. Oh heck no, because of the cracks. Yeah, I understand that. I got a fear of heights too. Um, so we was comparing on the ones that just missed us. That's light work on the hurricane tip. I have too many reckless stories. You got to tell one, Susan. Come on, you guys. I told mine. Gina told hers. Um, I have this crazy story. All right, let it go. Let's hear it. Diane, I can see you now. Oh, did you have to put your things on all chat, or is it just hiding? Why is the? I always feel bad for Diane because every chat we go into, a lot of people can't see her. Diane, when I was little, I couldn't even walk up the stairs. Yes, that had gaps in them at the mall. Yes, I wouldn't do that either. Diane, Fairfax is a natural instinct. Yep, true. They say that I saw that little test they did with babies. Even though I don't think my grandbaby, he seems like he's just willing to do anything. He doesn't stop when it comes to, and that's how my daughter was too. Like it just seems like they just go and do something unless you catch them. Um, I don't know why my settings leap changing on here. Uh, hides my beautiful Diane, making me mad. Yeah, yeah. Susan, share with the class. One, one stupid story. Wait, one stupid story, people. Oh yeah, one stupid story, people. My chat is going back to what it did the other night, where it looks like I have maybe 3 people sending a chat message, and then it will jump and there'll be like 15. So if I'm missing something, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up, but it's really being stupid. I had to refresh my YouTube. Oh, okay. When I was living with my ex-boyfriend, we had friends we liked to get high with. We had to we had got so high that we all just sat around for an hour or so. We were in this guy's garage and we weren't from there. I'm gonna wait till she writes again so I'll finish the story, then I'll go to you guys' and stuff. So we won't get lost. But yeah, you guys, if I missed anything, please write it again because this chat is jumping. I'm just waiting on Chantel to tell her. Wait, is that what we were? Isn't it another part of the story? Or no? So you guys, if you have stories, wait till I get the other part so I could so you won't have so I could read yours too, please. When you hear me starting on somebody else's story, then you can start yours. He lived across from the motor sales business. It was night. We see three girls just strolling by, but they all had a tire rolling in their hands. We just stared them stealing tires. They were stealing tires. What the heck? No reason to call the cops because we were doing our own illegal thing. That would just be funny as hell to see some random people steal some damn tires. Let me know when the story's over so I won't be trying to just like put end or something. I'm not even going to tell you my stories. Lear, you gotta share one. Come on now. We're all sharing and caring here. Uh, Sorry, I forgot about the silence rule. It's just easier so I'll be able to get to you guys' story. They were short, skinny girls too. It was funny, but we were so silent. Oh, so they didn't even know you guys were watching them steal the dang tires. What good thieves are they? They don't know what's around their surroundings. What the heck? But that's you. Wait, is that the end of the story? That's not you doing something bad. That's the teenagers stealing tires. It was dark outside. They didn't care. Oh, okay. Well, how expensive tires are, shit, I don't blame them. Um, Remember to let me know if that's the end of it so I can go up the page and see what other people wrote. Any type of stories like a story of like if you were a teenager or something that you did something that was like almost life threatening because you didn't even know, like I said, me walking across a damn trestle, especially at night, not knowing if a train was active or not, and then Gina walking on the ice, like those type, like something that you just didn't like. Well, that was just dumb. The end. Dove screams. Susan said, "I think that's the end." So I'm gonna go back up. If it's not, I don't know. Um, I want to hear some reckless stories. Wait, Diane, I don't see you anymore. What the heck? So you're getting refreshed like Desi did, maybe? Do you know? I want to hear the reckless stories. I'm too much of a nerd to have reckless ones. Sweetums, you have nothing reckless? My most reckless one is we used to climb the roof and run around on the edge. I used to do that too. And we used to hop off the roof. Like, I still don't understand how nothing broke jumping off this roof. That it wasn't like high, but it was high enough where how do you just jump without nothing breaking? And we did it over and over again. But we used to do that too. That's not good. Our parents used to let us do it. They were home when we were doing it. I don't think they knew we were jumping off the roof, but they knew we were climbing out the window to do it. My baby too, he is fearless. Yeah, like what the heck keeps me on my toes? Oh my gosh. My grandbaby, I told you I have a walker. My grandbaby, because it sits in the kitchen outside my door, he's crawling now, so of course he's trying to stand and everything. He was using the walker to, yeah, I'm like, he can't. He was getting up on the bottom of the walker and using it to guide him to walk. I was like, this baby's too damn smart and dangerous to be doing that. Uh, yeah, that does count those sweetums. True, Gina. Gina, you always see me. Says, I always see you too, Diane, usually. Try to walk my bike down some stairs on a hill in Fort Ord, is it called? California. But ended up losing footing and flew through the sky and landed flat on my stomach, rolled over, cracking up. Oh shit! Like, well, I wonder if I could look up a picture of that one because that sounds like it's something you shouldn't be doing. Um, let's see. Larry picked the mildest one of all reckless. It was dark. Oh, I read that. Okay. Have you seen Stand By Me? Yes. As they walked across railroad tracks. Yeah, I really thought it was a Stand By Me moment, too. That junk was scary as fuck. I thought it was. Wait. I thought I was a trapeze artist when you can't be bad when I was very little. Oh no. We were supposed to go to Paris a few days later as a family. Flew. I did a flip, landed on my arm, and that was. And that. Wait, that was that. And years later. And years later, Tub went out for a second, but when I came to, I was like, "Well, oh, so you got knocked out? Did I miss a chunk of your story, Winter Moon? Um, I don't see it on the other part." Chantel said, "Well, once when I was a teen, we were at the movie store and I jumped on my little sister's back and hurt her. I was thinking it would hurt her. She cried. Oh, you weren't thinking it would hurt her, and she cried in pain and felt so bad. Oh no, you and Sweetums have some very very mild. My life was bad compared to you guys' story. What I did, I lived a very street life for the age of six. I mean, I was always sort of in the streets in a way, but from 16 to 18, man, I ran with criminals. I never did anything illegal, but what I saw and stuff. Sweetums, I was thinking about that movie too. Yeah, The Train. I remember Stand By Me. That was a sad movie to me. I should watch it again. I wasn't too dumb of a teenager. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good movie. R.I.P. to River Phoenix. Yep. Your grandbaby is so cute in that pumpkin outfit. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, he's a cutie pie. And it makes, I thought, because I'm not a baby person, I'm really not a baby person. It's like I was a baby. I wasn't a baby person before I had a baby. Then when I had a baby, it's like I had to sort of train my mind to be a baby person. But then when my daughter was pregnant, I'm like, oh my, if I am I gonna feel an attachment to him? I was so scared. But that boy got my heart, for sure. Um, the whistling baby could use a walker. He sounds amazing. I'm telling you, I'm telling my daughter to catch him whistling. Because I know nobody believes that. I can't believe it when I hear it. I'm like, this boy is whistling. And like I said, it's not on demand. You're just, he just randomly hear whistling and you look at him and he's whistling. Wait, what did Larry say? Because I feel like I missed a whole chunk for those first. Did it get hidden? You guys, are things getting hidden and I'm just not seeing it? Because why am I getting like chunks of? Let me see if I go back up. Because no, the last thing I got is any type of story. And then Larry says, and he pulled the whatever, which I probably can't say. But where's the beginning of the story? But there was no, yeah, in the pew pew, his dad had just taken out the, whoa, that's, see, where's the first part of that story? It must have got hidden. I feel bad I don't see Diane. I'm gonna leave and come back. Diane, say something. Can we see you? I know I'm on all chat. I've been reading I've done a lot of stupid shit. Same, Winter Moon. Gina, she hasn't commented in a while. Desi, did you put your story? Do you got a story? Or did I already read it? Because I don't remember. Was there a different part of Larry's story that I didn't see, you guys? Don't get me started. I once walked train tracks on a dare, and right when I got off the train tracks, the train came within minutes. Oh, I was about 18 there, yeah. Um, my gosh, here we go with the hopping stuff. My gosh. You guys, please bear with me. Sweetest things because I was gonna look for her. Okay, Diane, are you still there? Same Eminem. From the age of 10 until 18, I had to get my act right because I didn't want to go to big girl jail. Yeah, I got pregnant at, I think, what, 19, and that's when I had to stop all my shit. But before that, I was crazy in the streets. My ginger self used to mix bleach and comic. Girl, I would mix bleach, Ajax, fucking Clorox spray, all that stuff to clean. I probably would pass out now, but that's how I used to clean. I didn't like it until something was burning my nose and my brain. It's like that's when it's getting clean. You're welcome, Jesse. Jess, what? Soothing, that's crazy. Bleach scares me. I don't use bleach anymore, but and then I used to for dishes. I always mix bleach with dishwashing liquid all through my life. So now we don't do it, but dang. Always sounds like a cutie, so smart. Yeah. Larry stories like the first paragraph got hidden. Yeah, but I don't see. That's why I was asking the mods. Was I'm unhiding the hidden stuff. So there was some. So when I'm looking on my computer, it won't show me the hidden. It won't show that anything was hidden. So if you guys do see a hidden comment, can you tell me so I could go back and look on my phone? But that's probably too far back now, so I'm surprised it didn't hide that other one. So even if you unhide it on my computer, it doesn't show me shit. But that's what I'm looking at for the comments. This little ass window, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with nothing on my phone. So that's why I look on my computer. Yes, mine was hidden or not seen because there was a naughty stuff in there. So yeah, you guys just remind me. I mean, just tell me. The mods. Can you just tell me something was hidden? Um, I don't know what story to tell. They're all very illegal. that's why I was thinking about my other stories, and I'm like, I don't know about this. So I just told the trestle story. Last post from Diane was about this. Yeah, that's what I saw too. Oh, here's Diane right there. My dad used to be a well driller, and I waited for him to go on break and crawled into a bucket. Oh no! And he didn't know. Oh my gosh! And he lowered it down. He was so mad because he said I could have drowned. Oh my goodness, Diane. Diane, you got number one tonight so far. The heck no. Oh my goodness. Larry, you had some close calls. Yeah. Um. Sweet, she didn't see my first paragraph. Diane, I see you. Jen, that's why every day I wake up and I know it's a blessing. He's not ready for me. Yeah. There's Diane. Diane, you win. Yes, Diane wins for sure. Diane, how old were you? There was a guy who used to work for Buffalo Wild Wing, and he unalived himself mixing bleach with ammonia, and it was in the news. Yeah, oh my gosh, just what we grew up off of is crazy. I remember with ammonia, my mom gave my sister a bottle, and she explained the story to me. I swear she said that basically. So my mom, this is how I saw it, right? My mom gave my sister, this was my older sister that passed a few years ago, but she was like, how old were we then? She was probably 10 or something. And she gave her a bottle of ammonia to bring down to the basement. So all I saw was she was going down the basement stairs, and she fell backwards, and the ammonia went, she drank, it just, I don't know how the top got off, but it went all in her mouth and her eyes. That was so scary. And she told the story later, and she said she was walking down the basement stairs and something pushed her back and got the top off that bottle, and that's when that happened. I was like, oh, I didn't even know it was a scary ass story too, as far as the ghosts and shit. And it was ammonia, yeah. She was 5, Diane. Dang. Why don't I see Diane? Larry, do you have your live chat on all chat? Top messages, you're not gonna be able to see all the messages, but if you go to all messages, you'll be able to see all of them. Um, Sweetums, oh my god, yeah. Diane, oh, I know Diane got the story. Oh, Dan was just a baby, yeah. Larry, if you update your chat settings to all messages, you'll see Diane. Desi, I was a couple of years old too. Well, a couple of years ago too. That recent? Oh, so he doesn't know how to do that. I don't know if you guys want to tell him how to do it. It's pretty easy on my phone. I don't know what do you have? I have what they call Android, I guess, which I don't understand. Any phone besides Apple is Android, I guess. Because mine's just the message in the left hand corner. Oh, okay. Gina's helping him out. He was cleaning when it happened to him? Damn. Um, alright, let's see. Diane says, Larry, do you see me now? Poor Diane. Oh, now Larry sees you good. Gosh, why? I just don't understand. My husband just bought my daughter one of those cars, and he was being all shitty about it, and I read the directions and was yelling at him because he didn't believe the cords connected. Oh no, did something happen? Did I get everybody's story that shared? Let me know. Because it's sort of hard to keep up with, wait, okay. Why is my computer not going slower than my phone? Hold on a minute. Oh boy. Oh, let me X this out. I'm back. Um, he connects the wires, and I was laughing and saying, I motherfucking told you. Oh no, what? What? Did something happen with it, like a shock or something here? Or it just didn't work? Um, Larry Pew Pew story was only the second half. Yeah, I didn't see the first half. Even when I went on my phone up to find it, I couldn't see it. I don't know why. Unless I read it before it's at least my chat. If I push show, it doesn't show, so I have to read it literally when it's held for it to be read. That's crazy. YouTube needs to get shit together. Ever since this so-called update, there's been so many fucked up things. And then even with the recap of the year, it makes me mad because this year I probably would have put my recap up of them. I don't know if you guys, if they do it to you guys, but they give you a recap of your year, like little glimpses of it. I probably would have put mine up because I have been doing videos more, so I wanted to see my recap. And they said, they put a message up talking about if you, it was just blank. They're like, if you just saw a black screen, then your internet's slow. It's like, no, bitch, you're fucking up stuff. And where it's like, so now I couldn't even put my recap up because YouTube's just trying to make it like it's everybody else's problem. And they're just doing shit wrong. Um, I didn't see the first half either. Yeah, so even if it was shown, nobody saw it. I don't know if you wanna Sweetums. Yeah, there's two parts of the Pew Pew story. We just gotta be careful with how you write that because YouTube's gonna hold it. Um, Eminem, before we start our stories, can you remind us about the radio silence, please? I know I'm gonna forget, and I'll be all yappy. Okay. I always say when everybody's telling their stories, if you guys see one person that starts, if you could hold like the side conversations in your stories, just so I could read that one story through without like the middle stuff. It's just easier for it to be a cohesive read for everybody. So if somebody's telling a story, please refrain. I don't care if there's like little oh my gosh in there and stuff like that. The reactions I don't mind, but like side conversations or starting your story, can that all wait until the whole story's told? And when you guys do tell your story, can you just put like end to it so I'm not waiting for another paragraph? So that's just like the little rules we have, just so we can make it, I could just, like I said, tell the whole story without skipping over anybody else's stuff. Um, I think that's all the rules to that. Which part did you guys see? We only saw the second half, not the first. We saw the second part of the story, not the first part. They are, for me, it shows you have one person. I know it's messed up for me. It shows one person's chat, they update all the wrong things and then it messes up the app. Yeah. It's not right because this live thing that I've been doing every night, and they just make it, like I said, somebody sees zero or one person in the chat, people on the outside aren't going to want to join that chat, and they're missing out. And it also counts against, it's against me when it's views and everything else. It's just not right. Not for the smaller channels that are trying to get a little bit momentum. For you to play people like this, YouTube, it's not right. And every time I talk to YouTube, it either lowers or puts the number right. Because I know how many people are chatting. Is there more than 5 people chatting? And I know there's some lurkers, because I know you lurkers, you dumb bitches. Like I said, the silent viewers, I love you. Lurkers, I always say you can bite me twice and kiss my ass. We have 8 likes, everybody. I always try to get to 10. That's my goal. If everybody could hit the like button, including the lurkers, you could at least do that. Okay. When y'all want to start a story, say crisis so we all freeze in ecstasy. Oh, God. And then start your story. Imagine that, though. You're just like, oh, then you're like, I'm about to crisis. What the heck? I'm about to crisis. Oh my gosh, I want you to crisis. Don't crisis. That's a good one. Don't crisis yet. You better fucking wait. You better fucking hold on. Shit. Okay, let me stop using that word like that. Because YouTube's gonna be like, crisis? You can't talk about that. I will be right back. Okay, Larry. And then the end with dub screen. Okay. Uh, my big sis was the most troublesome. That's how my sister was too, the one that passed. She was getting us. I would always have to get my sisters out of trouble, and it would be always risking my life because they always would talk the most shit to like the people on the streets. And you know, when you talk shit to the people on the streets, they're instantly gonna want to pew pew you. So I always stood in the middle of a pew pew and my family because I'm like, oh, like I said, I got for me, I could talk myself or them out of getting pew pewed, you know. But if I couldn't do it, I would be like, oh, I'm going to take a bullet while my family's running. I had gotten too many of those situations. You are 10 likes on my end. I'm reading 9, but that they always do one less, so yeah, it's probably 10 now. So got 2 more chats when I asked for, 2 more likes when I asked for it. I'm going to get put on detention. I'm a rule breaker. I know you are, Gene. I'm arriving. I'm arriving. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Seriously, if I was with somebody at this time, I would really be doing that stuff just to see what they say. They'll be looking at me all crazy, like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But I would. I'm that goofy. I would just try it to see somebody's reaction. Oh, that's funny as heck. So, did we get everybody's story? I said the rules and then nobody has a story. Wait, Desi, did you get yours? Or you said it's yours is too illegal. Um, I think everybody else said their story. They would instantly. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I doubt that. I've never had that happen. I've never. That's another thing I'm sure. I don't know. But if somebody has that, limp or whatever, don't even be in my presence, okay? If your rod is that way, if it's not up soldier up for attention, don't even come around me. I never had to look at that. Like, I don't know, maybe I was lucky, but that's a turnoff for me. Get your limp rod away away from me. My rods are in the garage. You wanna go? Oh, you wanna go fishing at this hour? Oh shit. Uh, oh my goodness. Nothing happened. It just wasn't turning on, and he didn't have the audacity to read the instruction. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of like another story. I know I've had too many incidents with pew pews for sure, being a street person. And then, like I said, it was never me talking crap. It was always a friend or my sisters that weren't very street smart. Susan, is it 10 p.m. out there? It's probably 11 now, I think, right? Should I go ahead and post a not words up? Oh yeah, you could do that. Cause I don't know if Desi's gonna tell a story. So 11 p.m. our time doesn't change. Wait, let's see what this held message. Oh, naughty. Yeah, if you guys want to take these words and screenshot them or whatever, so you could come up with a little short story if you want to. I really think I am. If I don't feel like crap tomorrow, I really think I'm going to write a little short story off these words, some of the words, and then I could read that and totally because there wouldn't be anything. Like I said, I don't know if you could read people's books on YouTube. That's why I skip a lot of shit. Yeah, YouTube hid naughty. Yeah. He was all, they don't connect. Do those look like they connect to you? I said that they do connect. That's what it says. Yeah. You can't tell a man. They're stubborn as hell. That's why I always built shit myself. I've never had a man to argue with that crap. I always did shit myself. Not the first time. Yeah. So I watch a book club on here. I'm guessing you can definitely talk about those books. Oh, really? Can you read the books like word for word? Even but that person might not know. I thought it was a copyright issue. I mean, if anything, I guess they would just if you do read it, it would be like the author would have to know I'm reading it, and then like I think put a strike against my channel, and that would suck. Um, Sweetums, those words are no exactly. Yes, the YouTuber was reading bits and parts of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like skip some of the words just to be safe on the safe side. I don't want you know, especially since I'm not saying this is such a wonderful book. I'm saying look at this shitty ass writing, you guys. Somebody might be mad. It's not. It's nothing getting through, Susan. Oh, you didn't. Did you post it? Oh yeah, they're not. It's not going through. Well, I see it. How come I see it on my phone but not my computer? Is it getting hidden, you guys? Oh, wow. That's crazy. So she can't even write the words. I don't know if you guys want me to. I read them before, but I'll read them again in case you guys want to use the words. What? That's so stupid. I'll go to my Instagram. What she was doing was reading parts, then she would stop and talk about her opinions and then continue and then stop and do the same. Yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday. I just might keep that up. Not reckless, unhide. Let me just read the ones because I don't know if everybody was in here when I read it. Go to Instagram. We're just gonna do the parts though, like the female anatomy and the male anatomy. Is YouTube really that damn sensitive? Like, come on. All right, let's do this. I'm reading on Instagram, so I can't see you guys' chat till I'm done. Um. So the words we're doing the female anatomy. The words for and I can't say obviously the bad words, but you'll know what they are. The word for female anatomy that starts with P, the word that would be better used or non-clinical term is bloom. Bloom like a flower, but the word would be bloom for the P word. I could say slit. Slit, you would be able to use opening. Opening, like, come on. So the C word that rhymes with slit, they used button. And then for, I think I can say this, for inner lips, they use folds, like you're folding paper. For outer lips, they use petals, like petals of a flower. For the G's, they use sweet spot. And then for wetness, they use dew, like mountain dew, just in case you can't hear me too clearly. Um, which that's not too bad besides the button thing and, well, I wouldn't want to use dew. No, bloom, all that's bad. Forget that. Besides baby opening. So for the male anatomy, the gentle non-clinical terms would be, for the D word would be stem, like stem of a rose. For the C word, the cock-a-doodle-doo word, would be rod, like a fishing rod. For shaft, it would be column. And for the head of the you know what, would be tip. For the balls would be, I can't say this word very good, but spheres, which are SPHERES. That word is hard to pronounce. And then sack would be pouch. And then you know what. I'm going to say pre-nut would be spark, you guys. Spark. So, yeah. So if we go into bodily interaction, suggestive, supple alternative. So for body interactions, for rubbing bodies, which I would say though, it would be close brush like brushing your teeth. For pressing together, it would be leaning near. Pressing together, you replace it with leaning near. For grinding, it would be swaying close. Swaying close. And for sexual heat, it would be simmer. So those are the lovely alternatives we have. If you guys want to listen to that back, make sure you mark the hour down so you won't have to go through and listen to everything people mark down. Like it's at 1:55, so just start. I think at like 1:50, you'll probably get it all if you remember. Or the beginning has it too, since we can't write it down. And none of those words are bad, so the YouTube better leave me alone. Was what the heck. Uh, so a story will be coming, even if it's not tomorrow. I will be writing a little short story about that shit. You said read again. You're talking about. You already sent me that. Okay, I thought you meant read it again from now. Desi, isn't Nuggets, birthday coming up? Chipples. Yes, he's almost one. Oh, dang, that girl, so the time went by so quick. The dew on the pedal. He sparked on her blossom. Oh my gosh. Oh, damn. Desi, do you have a party theme? Now I'm going to be seeing things at the florist for real. Uh, oh, it's going to be Winnie the Pooh. Pouchy Sparks Mixie. Oh yeah, it sounds wonderful. Sweet, I'm only buy blooming petals for my parents' altar. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What a fun bunch of words to describe something naughty. Really, it's worse than the book. Um, Desi all Eeyore. Yeah, Eeyore is my favorite. Like I said, I am Eeyore. Uh, That's gonna be so cute. I wonder what my daughter's gonna have my grandbaby's name. Probably she's probably gonna be some type of superhero or something. Just because of his dad, he's like like Winnie the Pooh's a whimper or something. There's a winner named. There's a writer named Lisa Kleypas, and she writes using these words. I swear. Oh no, thank you. That is crazy. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably write something to make fun of it, not to be take seriously. Which Pooh character do you guys identify with and why? Mine's definitely Eeyore, because I'm Eeyore. That's my whole life. Though I have multiple reasons to be depressed as hell and always in the dark space just because of my life, but I think even if my life, I still always had depression and stuff, so my life would be like that regardless of if I had a good life or not. I wish I had a good life and felt that way. But having a bad life and feeling that way definitely 100% Eeyore for me. Um, Hopefully I'm getting everything. What about you guys? All dads are like that for. I call the shots though, so my baby can have whatever theme he likes, even if he doesn't know he likes it. Yeah, because I picked it for him. Yeah, Tigger because he's bouncy, but I've been Eeyore half the freaking year. Aww. I get to Tigger level when I haven't slept for like 3 days, and then I could, like I said, jump on and do a live video or something, but then I crash. So I'm only Tigger when I'm off that, what's it called? No sleep, anxious crap. Hyperness. I am all of them in one. Dang. Damn, this is all of them in one. Winnie the Pooh, short and round like me. Oh, Diane. That's not. I thought we were going off the personality, but you went off the look, Diane. Oh. I'm Rabbit because I have anxiety and always waiting for people to leave my house when they are. Oh, you're saying for real, Sweetums. I'm that too. For real. It's like I enjoy your company, but you gotta go. Like my time's ticking of where I got people around. Oh, I know, Diane. Oh, Sweetums girl, I'm a Filipino house, so good luck. What? That means that they don't, nobody leaves? Shoot. I always feel bad too, though, that no matter who I love, or even when my daughter comes in here and she's talking my ear off, I'm like, girl, I'm like, you gotta get away from me if she does it a million times. I'm like, Certain people like to say I have split personalities, but I am just in touch with my emotions. Yeah. In Sweetums girl, in a Filipino household. Oh, in a like, so that means that nobody leaves, so right? Yeah, they never want to leave. Oh my goodness, I couldn't take it. I can't be around a person. It takes so much. Like I said, no matter what, no matter how much I love you, I have to have half the day or more at least by myself. I only with even with my sister when she would visit before she passed, she would visit me and stay like 4 or 5 days or whatever. But it's like we just had a we she always knew my pattern. Like I don't know, we always that was the only person that I think knew like what type of boundary I needed. And she must have needed it too. But my daughter's always coming in here talking to me whenever. She don't care. She don't say, "Do you got time or anything?" She's just like talks like even when I'm sleeping sometimes she'll just I'm like, "Girl, I'm asleep." I know today she came in here and she started talking automatically. Then she gonna look at me tomorrow, "Are you asleep?" And I was like, I was. What the heck?" And then she's like, "Bye then." I'm like, "Okay." Like I was asleep. I texted my cousin happy birthday 2 days ago, and then she invited me over for New Year's, and I ghosted her. Oh shit, sweetums. Oh my gosh. Oh, I joked Desi, and I didn't want to disappoint. Yeah, yeah. I don't. I haven't. I like I don't like I said when I think about it. I don't have any friends or whatever to come which would ask to come over or whatever. I know I used to be, like I said, when I was a teenager, my apartment used to be the party house because everybody else still lived with their parents or stuff. So I had my apartment by 17. But by the time 19 and I got pregnant, once I had my baby, something in my brain just clicked. Like, it just instantly felt different. Like, I don't want to be around nobody. And that never changed. That's all kids. They don't give a single damn what mood we're in. I know, no matter what age they are, we're in like gonna listen and you're gonna yeah. And then if you start talking and trying to tell something, they don't ever have time for no conversation of yours. They're just like whatever, mom. Holy damn, it's cold outside, but I'm starving, so I'm getting a gas station pizza. Dang, a gas station pizza? You mean that made at the gas station? Oh my goodness. Oh, Sweetums, I get it. Yeah, me too. I'm a loner. I love being alone by myself. I don't have friends here. Yep, I'm the same. And even if I did have friends back in the day, they always wanted to sleep over. And I'm like, no, I would hate when they would sleep over. It's like we could spend the whole day together. Then you could take your ass home. Chantel, be careful out there. Yeah, exactly. Once you become a mother, nobody else matters but them. Yeah. I'll be safe. Chantel's it worth it for a gas? That's what I was thinking. A gas station pizza though. But I know some places have like gas stations that um have good like little kitchens and stuff. Not like what's it called 7-Eleven or something a little bigger. So just I love gas station pizza. Cause what's that gas station in a lot of places? I forgot what it's called. It's more like a sub shop and all. It's sort of more like a Wawa, but it's a gas station too. And in some places, Wawas are. I miss Wawa. And when I lived in Philly, I used to love Wawa, but it wasn't a gas station. Do you guys know what Wawa is? Our Circle K has good fried chicken and potato wedges. Oh, really? I love potato wedges. I don't. There's no place that makes them good here. But any of you guys have a Wawa where you live? Oh, I've heard of Buc-ee's. A Wawa is like, it's almost like if you guys have 7-Eleven, but I just think it's a little bit fancier. And they have like a little station that makes subs and stuff like that. It's a whole section though. It's not just like something sitting there. They literally make it there. It's not frozen stuff or anything. I heard of Wawa, but we don't have one. Yeah, we don't have one here either. It's just when I lived in Philadelphia, that's what's like. I miss Wawa. I was watching a Canadian YouTuber and she said Wawa donuts were elite. Yeah, that used to be where I would go at night to get stuff. And then when I worked third shift, when I got off at 7 o'clock in the morning, I remember I always had to go there, and they always make sub 24/7, so I would have to go there and get my dad like a hot sub. And it would be so embarrassing because he would want like a million things on it, and I just hated doing it, but I had to and bring him a sub at 7 in the morning. But yeah, we just have convenience stores now. We used to have Wilson Farms. Does Wilson Farms even exist anymore? Do you guys have any Wilson Farms? But that got taken over by 7-Eleven. So now it's mostly 7-Elevens. In Nebraska, Casey's Donuts were good. But are 7-Elevens everywhere? Do you guys have 7-Elevens? I go to Jumpstart for gas station pizza. Oh, I never heard of that. But I know there's 7-Elevens in Virginia. Where else do I see live? I don't know about Florida. Yes, they're everywhere. Okay. Yeah, they take over a lot of smaller places. Yeah, okay, you have 7-Eleven too. So those are the nationwide things. Yeah, and I wouldn't trust 7-Eleven food. It's been sitting in those heating lamps for too long. And even before then, it's like, where was it? I remember that's what all we had to choose for if you go out drinking. You either have 7-Eleven or Taco Bell. Those were the only two things opened. And I don't like Taco Bell, but when I was drunk, I would eat it. So I think 7-Eleven is going to try to rebrand and be more like the ones in Japan. I think that would be good. I always get jealous of the ones in Japan because they look way more clean, have way more options and stuff like that. It's like you're everywhere, advance, get up to date. My son swears by 7-Eleven pizza. Oh hell no. I'm like, ew, they've been sitting all day, but he said no, they're baked at home and still don't want to try. Oh heck no, I wouldn't either. And then people be tearing up those nachos. Well, I don't eat nachos with cheese or nothing, so but yuck. I love combining all the sweet 7-Eleven coffees and dump a bunch of creamer and make coffee milk. Oh my goodness. Our 7-Eleven is Japan style. Thailand 712 is amazing. That reminds me when we have Korean convenience store called CU where you could cook ramen noodles. Once I can, I'm going. Yeah, that sounds nice. And I always see, like I said, I always look at the people going to Japan in the 7-Elevens. Those are videos I watch all the time. I don't think I've ever seen. Have I seen Thailand? I don't know if I've ever seen those. I'm sorry, I can't type. I got it. I think. Susan, that sounds amazing. I would never eat at home ever again if we had that. Yeah, they should really make everything like that because everything costs a lot of damn money. So up your shit, 7-Eleven. You'll look up Jumpstart Pizza and tell me if it doesn't look delicious. All right, I'm about to see. I'm about to see Jumpstart Pizza. Well, it'll be Kansas, right? Is it going to show me the pizza or the store? Well, they are saying the food is great and drinks. So it is like what I was describing a Wawa, I think, but a lot of Wawas don't have gas stations. Oh yeah, so it's more like a little, like you said, it has a little restaurant type thing, and it's not like you're just putting stuff under lamps. So I see what you mean. I don't know what I could find the pizza on, but the reviews are um good. It's called 712 in Thailand, or was that a typo? I put some shorts of Thailand 7-Eleven. Then I probably saw it. I gotta look again. My son will be in Japan soon. Then he's heading to Hawaii. I'm gonna need 7-Eleven stacks from both. Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Larry. Did you go make some food? Sweet of no, not 712. Oh, okay. I don't know why I was reading that like you were telling me a date or something. We just call it 7. Okay. I used to love nachos from the gas station, lots of cheese and jalapenos. I mean, nachos look good, like, but I don't eat cheese, so I would just be eating some nachos with jalapenos. That's why I skip out on the nachos. Um, Gina, you said you were going in the first place? I don't remember. You probably did. I don't know. Uh, Chantal, it looks like, yeah, it does. That's why I said it. It's more of a little tiny, not, I don't know, I don't want to call it restaurant, but it's different than like a 7-Eleven setup. So I probably like that pizza too. Diane, yes, I put nacho cheese on my hamburger. Or just look up Hunt Brothers Pizza because that's what it is. Oh, okay. So, like I said, that's more of a restaurant. That's not just how. Even though 7-Eleven makes their pizza, it's just very simple. It's just gross. Oh, like I said, it looks gross. I never tasted it. Gina, we just got back at the same time. What the hell's going on? Larry and Gina, we were comparing ourselves to. Oh, yeah. We were comparing ourselves to the Pooh character. Which one are you? Winnie the Pooh characters. So, which one are you and why, Gina and Larry? Um, Diane, nachos and melty cheese. Yum. We always end up talking about food, of course. Well, yeah, I can't say this channel originated on food. It originated on makeup and mental health stuff, but since you can't really talk about the mental health stuff anymore, and not too many people are in makeup, it changed to, tasting snacks and stuff. So it's always going to be a mix of a lot of stuff. That's what it's just going to remain, I think, just a mixture of stuff. I can't really put a label on what I'm doing because it always changes. Um, I love nachos and melted cheese. Maybe Pooh can't stop eating that honey. Yeah. Look at the images of what then? Hold on a second. What was this thing called? The honey from the rod. No. Not the honey from the rod. Oh, shit. Yeah. Is it Gina? The honey from the rod is what you can't. That's what you can't stop eating. I really don't know what character I'd be from Winnie the Pooh. I really don't know. Hmm. Just look up Hunt Brothers Pizza in images. Okay. Hunt Brothers Pizza. And it's Kansas City, right? Images. Oh, yeah, that looks good. And they make a square pizza. Anytime I ask for pizza, I ask them to cut it in squares, and everybody acts like what's wrong with me? Yeah, that pizza looks good. But I think my pizza tastes better cut in squares. Can you just cut my pizza in squares? Thank you. Thank you. And I used to always get sheet pizzas because, of course, you cut sheet pizzas in squares, but then you're losing, you're wasting a lot if there's not a lot of people. So then I just get like a large pizza cut in squares, and they're like, what? It's like, just cut my shit in squares. Um, but yeah, it looks good, Chantel. I'm definitely not into makeup. So, do you mind women wearing makeup? I know a lot of men don't like that. Um, what do you think about women wearing makeup? Sweetums, I was thinking about a snack, but just lost my appetite. Oh, why? Because the honey and the rod. Come on, Susie. You want a rod slopped up with some honey. Oh, just make sure there's no jam under the sack. Oh, no cheese. Uh, I would say Larry is Tigger because he keeps bouncing back from all these near experience with the hurricanes and gators. Yeah. I can barely eat anything. I've lost 20 pounds. Oh, yeah, Susan. Have you been able to gain any of it back? Um, Sweetums, believe it or not, this is a character I thought of. I just didn't say nothing because I wasn't sure, but I guess you called it. Okay, so you relate to Tigger. I just. Oh, wait, you just ate some chipples and sauce? Salsa. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sweetums, no, yeah. Ew, cheese. Yeah, sometimes in that sack, if they're not washing it right, there could be some cheese remnants. Which that's why I don't fuck with the sack at all. If somebody's a sack person, they're not gonna get me. That's all I gotta say. Men have no idea what no makeup on a woman looks like. They see a full face and be like, I like how clean. Oh, that yeah, some a lot of people I've dealt with, they know the difference. Mead red cheese, oofa. No, I just lost. No, I just lost my appetite with the raw cheese. What, you didn't like my little spin that I put on it, sweetie? Um, she just said, "Damn, you read it." Oh my goodness. To be honest with you, makeup is fine. It's the volume of makeup. I like to see the natural face, see less makeup, more natural. But I don't have a problem with females wearing makeup. That's up to them. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't see how men have unless they're really unless the makeup makes them. They have layers. Like you see some people that could change the total look of their face, and then it's like when you take the makeup off, you don't look like that. No, thank you. I could understand why men wouldn't like that. It's less of an enhancement. It's like a transformation. I wouldn't want to fool somebody like that. And some women sleep in their makeup like until they're away from their man. You about to see me both ways. Anytime I go out or whatever, I'll put on makeup. But if I'm in the house, I'm not putting on makeup if I'm not going nowhere. And these days now, somebody was around me, they would see me mostly with no makeup. I wish I could put on it more, but my health doesn't let me. What in the hell is chipples? Gina, tell them what chipples is. You're the one said the word, made up the word. Remember when some girl used her boyfriend's, no, her boyfriend's balls as a beauty blender sponge? I didn't see that. Yuck. Yuck. Thank you, Susan. Yuck. Well, that got held, sweetums, because that's a word we can't say. So we have to, what rhymes with Larry? What on the female anatomy rhymes with chipples? That's what it is. We just can't say it because of YouTube will hold it. So, the female anatomy that rhymes with chipples, Larry. Just don't. Well, if you say it, it will just be held, but at least you know what we're talking about. I don't know. You could try to misspell it. Larry, you have them. Chest slash nip. Exactly. That's what chipples are, Larry. I haven't worn makeup in almost a year now. Yeah, I was the type of person, like I said, I from the age of 18 probably until I was for 10 straight years, I almost had makeup on every day. I want to go to work, go to the store, whatever. I had to have a full face of makeup on. It's a pointy bits on the mound of a woman. On the mounds. Did you guys ever? Did anybody ever name your mounds on? Name your boobs or whatever. I had the person that named them frickin' frack. Like that was supposed to be some type of I was supposed to like that or something. Um, damn, was it booby or pepperoni? Wait, which one was booby or pepperoni? They held that message was hidden, Desi. I guess because of booby. What are you talking about though? Was it booby or pepperoni? Um, Gina, what the? Thank you, Susan, for letting me know. Something went through. Hooray! Oh, did it? I don't see it on my screen. Yeah, it's just hiding a whole bunch of crap now, you guys. I think he gets it. Oh, now he gets it. Chipples is when women used to what women used to nurse a baby. There you go. The easiest way, I guess. He gets it now, you guys. um, when Sprite had the slogan, "I like the Sprite in you," my brother named his. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Really? And they hid that too. Oh my gosh. I gotta read that, you guys, again. Once, if you guys don't see it, I don't know if it's gonna show. When Sprite had the slogan, "I like the Sprite in you," my brother named his Wangalang Sprite. Oh my goodness. Sweetums. Dang. Oh my gosh. Sweetums, yeah, Wangalang hidden. They're hiding too many things. Like, what are we supposed to say? We're just never. Are we the wrong ones, you guys, for talking about these things? Or do we just have minds that are different than others? Because I don't understand. I'm like, am I turning this chat in the wrong direction, or is don't people talk about how are there so many hidden things? I haven't named them. Someone gave me the names if they wanna. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I didn't name it myself. A stupid person I was with named them frickin' frack. Like that's not gonna. That was the most stupid name in the world, frickin' frack. We're just talking about anatomy. Yeah. Why would I use Wangling in the other chats? It's never hidden. I don't know. I don't have any words that I didn't type any words to be hidden, so I don't know why YouTube's doing this. Like personally, I don't have any words hidden. Um they've been nameless for almost 25 years. If I want a ling, petal, or a blossom, all this autonomy talk has me tripping. Is midnight to 5 a.m. Really? That's what I'm saying. That's why I sort of also put this later. So you know, I don't know. I don't get it. But like I said, I might be the wrong. We might be in the wrong for talking about this all the time. I don't know. My right? No, I don't know what the heck you said. With my right, my right and my left Trina are mine. Oh, my right and my left Trina. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, Susan. What the heck? My right and my left Trina. Oh my gosh. Did you name them or did somebody name them? I didn't name mine freaking Frack. The stupid person named them that. Rated G. Is it rated? Wait, rated G. Yeah. Wait, rated G. There's no rated G, is there? Isn't it rated? Wait, I don't even remember. Oh, you named them that? Well, at least you did. If somebody's gonna name mine, I'd rather them not be freaking Frack. I was like, please don't use that when, we're getting down, or you're not gonna get any. Yeah, that's general. So it's more like rated X, even though we're not that explicit. I had to think what G rating was. Yeah. I didn't even know there was G rating. I thought it was PG. And then, well, PG 13. Is there G alone? I haven't been to the movies in a million years, so I don't know. I want to call mine Ride or Die. Oh my gosh, Ride or Die. Are they thugs, sweetums? I don't know if I would think. I'm trying to think of a name for mine. I don't know. Larry says, Sweetums, oh really? Let me see. I don't know what I would name mine. And then it's crazy how I didn't even like um there's only R. We're nowhere near X. Yeah. Talking about petal blossom and spheres. Like, don't use that damn word, Susan. I don't want to have to read it. Can you guys all say that word? I can't. I don't know if it's because I was born with, I had a lisp that I had to go through speech therapy for the S's and the TH's and all that stuff. But I don't think, because you're supposed to pronounce the S and the PH. There's my daughter could do it. And I think my sister just learned how to do it, but I don't know how to say that word. It's like the drinks in Alice in Wonderland. One makes you big, one makes you small. Oh, shit. We can do something like Beavis and Butthead. I guess mine would be called Can You See Me Now? Oh no, Gina. Well, I guess mine would be called Knock a Motherfucker Out because they too damn big and they're always knocking bitches out. Oh my gosh, you guys, one time I was walking through a park and like I said, with my I'm sure you could say boobs. With my boobs, I wasn't very aware of like how huge they were. But of course everybody said they were, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just thought they were normal size and stuff. But this one time I was walking through a park and I was wearing like this dress or whatever, and it was me and my brother and these two dogs. Two pit bulls were loose in the park, and I had to run for my life. My boobs went up and smacked me in my face, and I almost fell backwards. So I had to learn to run holding my boobs down. I didn't, that was just like a motion picture or something. I'm like running down, it's like smack, smack, and my brother turns back, and he's just like, "You almost got knocked the fuck out by your boobs." I was like, "Yeah, I didn't know I had to hold them down because I never really had to run for my life like that from dogs and shit." And then it's like if I lay on my back, I'm smothered. So people think, you could lay flat to get something done. What? How am I going to breathe? They're too huge, but I'm glad I have them. But yeah, that was very shocking to me to get smacked with my own boobs when I was running. But I didn't care; those dogs were about to get us. Um, am I the only guy here again? Yeah, I'm sure eventually there's some that come in some nights too though, because isn't Pika a guy? And there's a few that come through sometimes. Sorry, Larry. I'm sure you're tortured by all this talk of this stuff. I'm sure it's really bad for you. Um, it's the sound S by the F sound that's trippy. Yeah, and you have to pronounce it like that. SF. No, I can't do it. Gina, do you say you can see me now? Damn. Oh, wait, Gina, did you say you can see me now? Oh, Gina couldn't see Larry? Oh, wait, I just got that. Wait, what? What, Sweetums? Chantel, this shit is crazy. uh, Larry, yes, I need to borrow some from that chat. Maybe take it out way away. Your boobs were a bigger threat than the dogs. Yeah, and I didn't know. Like I said, I had to cross my arms and hold them down and run. And picture running like that with your arms crossed. It's not that easy. If I walked into chat full of dudes talking about their members, I would be like, nope, and get the heck out of there. Yeah, because we're women though. A guy's not gonna be turned off about women talking about women parts. I just got Gina calling her mounds. Oh, can you see me now? Oh, okay. Almost got knocked the fuck over. uh, Sweetums, you better a bunch of fucking sausages on sausages. No way. I don't think, like I said, for me, I'm always inquiring minds want to know. So as long as people were honest in asking my questions, like if I was in an all dudes and they weren't perverted, I'd be asking questions if they didn't think I wanted to do things, because I always ask questions. So no sword fighting for you, Larry? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but we do jump from different topics, which is good. I mean, we're not always talking about this. Sweetums, can't you tell I'm in here? Yeah, Larry, like I said, Larry's not turned off by it. He keeps on coming back. But we do, um, I'm sure there'll be a few guys. There's hardly, a lot of chats don't have a lot of men in it either, though. But we're just really starting off. So, how many chapters of the book should I be reading a day? Well, I would say three just to speed it up because they're only a few pages long. But just I think three is enough so we won't get like names and topics of what it is messed up. You're gonna see, like I said, chapter three of this book is gonna be fucked up. But yeah, let's get to you read. We'll read. Like I said, I'm gonna read up to chapter four. So that's one more for me. That's three for you. And then we'll see if three seems like it's too much. Then we'll go just down to two. I know we could read more than that because it's simple reading. But as far as the subject bringing up in chat and stuff, I know anything more than that would just be too much to be explaining and stuff. I literally would be able to read this whole book in one night, though. It's just very simply written. I told you I mod for all the dudes chats. Most of the time they talk about aliens and other dimensions. Yeah. I don't see a bunch of dudes talking about their slong or something like that. I don't think that's gonna happen. Or their chipples. Oh, what was that? There was something mentioned. Oh, and I don't know. I would have to look it up, but they're saying that every time something says scientists prove, it's like you don't know if it's the truth or whatever. But there was something, I don't know if it was scientists or something that was going on that was saying our dreams are just our lifetimes, but in different timelines and in different at different points in time. So basically, our dreams of something we actually lived through, but like in different dimensions. So, but it was still us. I'm like, if that, how could they prove that? They can't prove that shit. That'd be scary as hell. Everything that you dream of was something you actually lived through, but just at a different time and dimension. Never their junk, yeah. Have they been probed or anything, Gina? Yeah, but why would I be asking those questions? Yeah, you got your pizza. That's good. Enjoy it. Enjoy your pizza, yeah. In physics, there's a parallel world theory, and the math actually checks out. See, I will never, that stuff I will never be able to comprehend because it just doesn't, it won't click in my head. I guess I don't know how they mathematically could um understand a world parallel. Like I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. A parallel world. Do you guys get that stuff? I haven't had pizza since I was in AZ. Oh dang. They don't really have good pizza in the city, really. Only at like one spot that doesn't deliver here. But Hawaiian pizza. Oh, oh, you just said you've been to. I know your mukbangs. You've been to a pizza place, so you had pizza. You just haven't had any. Sweetums, the Purple G does get some attempts crazy. Wait, the Purple G. Oh, of course. Of course it's going to, because it's still a female. Doesn't matter. There's other dimensions I believe I'm not going to lie. I know, but I'm just talking about through theories and mathematical stuff. Do you guys understand the concept? You could literally understand what they're saying? Because I can't. It will never compute in my head, like how they can figure those things out. So that's why I can't believe it, because I can't understand it, I guess. There's a theory that we're actually holograms and the real us is a 2D film on the event. Right? But how the fuck is that possible though? Like how if that's a thing, right? How is it proven through science? How the fuck could you prove that? That I mean, I know that's a theory, but like there's and then I just don't get all that stuff. Sweetums, no, it was just pepperoni, but brick oven. I don't like pineapple on pizza. I haven't tried pineapple on pizza. I want to try it, but done the right way. If a bunch of dudes is talking about a bunch of dudes and they need to be with a bunch of dudes, yeah. That's why I said they're really not going to be talking about that stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I've been wanting that brick. Oh, you forgot about the one that you had on your mukbang? I can't understand what they explain it to me. Yeah, it's still like I can't grasp it at all. For me, it's like I'll never get it because I truly can't comprehend it. I wouldn't mind a breakup in myself. What? I wouldn't mind a breakup in myself. What, Larry? Did I miss something, Larry? Um, most of it I do, but my ADHD takes me to the squirrels after so long of somebody talking to me. Even the beginning of that gets me, even with ADHD. You're talking about mathematical calculations, and then it turns into science. I'm done. Those words alone, I'm over it, and I'm thinking about something else. Like that's why I said I'll never be able to comprehend. Um, Diane said, "Really, Susan?" Oh, what about the brick oven thing? Larry, what are you talking about? You said I wouldn't mind a breakup in myself. Oh, I mean a brick oven. Okay. I don't even know if I never even thought to get pizza. I don't know if they have it here. I'm sure they have it someplace here. But I don't think I've ever known if I had a pizza in a brick oven thing. I should look and see if they have Larry retracted his shit. Oh my gosh. But no, I don't know if since I've never intentionally set out to try to eat pizza in a brick oven, I gotta try to see if they have it here. So yes, I like pineapple and ham. We have shrimp and pineapple dish in Thailand. It's so yummy. I know another thing that probably made me feel really bad is that um we ordered Chinese food and all I get is chicken and not chicken. I get it would be chicken and broccoli, but it's just broccoli and rice because we don't trust the chicken from this Chinese restaurant or whatever. So basically it's just broccoli and rice. And then we order crinkle fries, and usually I can't trust oil when they mix, like a fried seafood and stuff, because everything's fried in that oil. But I usually could get away with not feeling sick from the french fries from this place, but there was one that was like extra crispy, and I know they had way too much oil for my body to take, so I think that's what made me get feel sick too, because I'm allergic to shellfish and stuff. So yeah, I can't even take when something's fried in it usually. At least I don't have a hive reaction. I just get I just start feeling weird and my stomach gets real bad. And if I were to like eat the food or whatever, I think I'll have way more of a reaction, but not if something's fried in the same oil. Um, I don't feel like no damn hologram. Yeah. I mean, even if we were holograms, does that mean that our future is planned out like like no matter what we do, it's gonna be whatever the fucking people, whatever chooses, like what's making us, what's making the decisions to all this. And then there's a YouTube channel called PBS Nova Official. What that's gonna say the stuff though? Pineapple on pizza is delicious. Larry, for once we agree, pineapple on pizza is delicious. Good night, everybody. Baby is up for his bottle. See you in the next one. All right. Good night, Desi. Cherry. Hey, Cherry. You popped in all late. You've been asleep. You just woke up. Um. Did I miss anything? You missed the whole talk. But we didn't talk about the chapters because, well, I talked about it a little bit, but Sweetums didn't do her homework, so we gotta wait for Sweetums to do it, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, but no matter if I watch the show, I used to watch all that type of stuff. I'll never get it. Anything with Einstein and stuff, I'm telling you, I'm just like, it just comes. I'll hear the first few words, and then my mind's off in some fantasy land. I can't. It just doesn't work. There's no way to keep focus on it. That's why when a lot of people talk about something, and people might think it's rude, but at least I'm telling you the truth. Like if you're certain people, if you're talking to, I'd be like, listen, I don't know what you're saying. I mean, I said I'm not gonna be able to pay attention. You might be able to give me the gist of it, but the long thing, I'm not. I won't be able to listen. My mind just doesn't listen to you. So either get to it, your point real quick, or just forget talking about it because it's a waste of time for me. We are all holograms, and multiple versions of us are all simultaneously living all the possible versions of our lives could take. Who is controlling these holograms then? If you believe that, who's in control of the hologram? You can't say a hologram's in control of a hologram. You know what I mean? Bink said meow. And if we are holograms and somebody's in control of my hologram, can you make my life better, please? Thank you. I think I had enough of the roughness. But yeah, to think our dreams and our nightmares are all something we lived is crazy. Because I've had some crazy. Wait, is Sweetums going to bed? Or Diane's going to bed? Because good night, beautiful Sweetums, Diane said. Oh no. Which one of you are going to bed? Oh, Diane's going to bed, okay. It's like how we feel now. There's endless versions of us living our lives. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful and blessed evening. Good night, Diane. I'm only going to be on for 11 more minutes. Anyone going to try to get off at the 3 hour mark? Do I have to punch anyone tonight? No. Nobody came on. I think we got rid of Boogeyman for the most part. I haven't seen him again, so hopefully that's just one night. I'm sure he listens and just doesn't say anything, but at least that's better than trying to act like you're somebody. It's called the multiverse. Yeah, I know. It's just, but like I said, the question is who's in control of who controls all that if we are, um, what's it called? Holograms. Like holograms don't just exist without anything making them. No, or this morning, no. I do think deja vu's are insane though. I'd be like, yeah, they are. They always freak me out. Did you see the live I sent you? No, I didn't look at it yet because I was trying to push myself to get on live and I was just really sick at the beginning. So I just was like, I'll let me get this done before I don't do it. But I'll see it after I get off here. I guess God and that's heaven, the 2D film. So God's literally making out our lives the way they are. That kind of would suck though. Then that means he literally chooses people to have sucky life and people to have good life, and not fair. But regardless, whatever it is, it's not like we have a choice and we can't change, like if we are a hologram or anything, it's not like we could say, oh, I don't want to be that. It's like we're in existence. We got to live it through until we're no more. So, but if it is a choice, like our lives were somebody's choice to make it certain ways, I would damn sure be mad at the person that made my damn life. But in another universe, you are perfectly mobile. Well, could I be in that universe instead of this universe? Fuck that. Shit. Like that doesn't, why am I not connected to the other universe? It's a lot of, but like I said, that's what makes it theory. Yeah, it's just one in this one year experience this reality. That's the theory anyway. Yeah, I would like to be in that other universe though. Cherry, are you gonna put in your three emojis of how your day was since you missed that one? What did we do? We said three emojis of the day, and then what Winnie the Pooh character you think you would be, or what was the Winnie the Pooh one? I was thinking about what you said about crystals, and actually, Swiss watches use quartz crystal vibrates at a precise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're grown from the earth, like they. That's why I said it's hard to explain what it is, but they hold things to them. So I don't understand why people um think crystals aren't like a thing and think people they're just rocks. No, they're not. That's why some people they think we're holograms. Oh shit. I never even thought about that. Yours is Piglet or Tigger? Yeah, because they vibrate, but oh no. Oh no, I don't is that first one cuz some monthly thing came up? What the heck? Are you going to say what it is? Oh, okay. So we know what the first one is. What's the second? What about then the third one? Oh no, that's what I hope I never see again. I know I'm not in like full menopause, but definitely Perry and definitely having that uterine ablation stopped a lot of stuff. So Hopefully I don't ever gotta go through that again. I know I still get PMS or whatever, but I don't get that part. Cherry's gonna need some ice cream. Then you know I giggle a lot. Yeah, so what's the middle one? Just because you got that? Just because you got the first one, that's what the middle one is? I think that's all the questions we and then we said what did you do like carelessly as a teenager? I was talking about how I walked across a crazy train trestle in you know how dangerous that was, and then so a few people told their stories, so I don't know if you have like a careless, not knowing any better story that got you in danger as a teenager. I had to shake the door open and went down to 1 degree, 2 below 0. Oh shit. No, I'm about to punch my ex with a shoe. Well, oh, okay. That was the careless thing, dating the person. Well, we all know that's probably all of our careless shit. Dang. Gina, how do you survive those temps? Stay your ass inside. She only did that to let the dog out. But I think all of us could say that unless people are still with their first person they dated. Some are, but most of us aren't. And dating, you need to say dating all your exes, like me. I don't think there's an excess like, oh, that was good. Yeah, well, my thing says it's 11, but it says it's about to rain. How's it about to rain? It's supposed to be a nice full moon, but I don't think we could see it here. I think everybody's going to sleep anyway. I was going to wait till the 3 minute mark, but people are like, we're going to sleep time. So I'm about to hop off here. Remember, Sweetums, read 2 through. Are you reading 2 through 2, 3? 2 through 4 or 2 through 5? No, 2 through 5. Wait. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So 2 through 4 of the chapters. Yeah, yep, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. We're close to Canada, but not in Canada. But we get their air. Sweetums, you learn how to bundle up if you have to go outside. Puffy coat down to my knees with hood. Yeah, all that stuff, huh? Um, okay, I'll get my chapters read, Professor. Don't spank me. Um, Connected to them. What's connected? I missed it. Did I? Or do. Sweden's getting a little too wild up in here. Uh, all right. So yeah, you guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, even if I get sick like I did, I'll at least go on and say I'm sick. But hopefully, I'm not sick. I want it to pass. I mean, I know you guys got it bad being upstate. Yeah. Um. Yep. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, it will still be on the book. We always come up with other subjects too, so it's not all about the book. But I'll most likely still be calling it book club night. 2, 3 until we're done with this one book. Unless Sweetums comes up with some good titles, because I don't know what to do. Good night, and I hope you feel better. Yeah, Susan too. I hope Susan feels better. Please don't let me get worse than what I am. I don't need that. So Thank you guys for coming in and chatting and keeping the live going. I really appreciate it. And thank you to my mods for keeping it clean up in here and showing me when I miss, when the messages are hidden and stuff. So, good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Good night, Gina, Sweetums, Cherry. I haven't seen Winter, but Winter, uh, Susan, I think Larry, and then I think everybody else said good night. So, good night, everybody.